So we're talking about moving from your dream to an actual result. And we've talked about the concept of having the dream, creating a vision, finding out the purpose behind achieving the dream, and now we're at the next step. So now that you have a picture of what you want, and now that you have a purpose behind what you want, it's time to identify what you want. So our next step is to identify your goal. And we all have these lofty goals that we want, but they're almost like pie in the sky goals because they don't have much shape or form around them. There's a concept of having a SMART goal, SMART, and that provides you with a framework so that you know whether or not you're actually moving towards your goal. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Now, you can replace other words with those 5 letters as long as they help you measure where you're going. So you have a goal. What is it specifically that you want? Many people say they want their life to be better. Well, what does that look like specifically? Does it have a financial number attached to it? Does it have specifics regarding your health or your family or yourself? Exactly what is it you're moving towards? Can you measure it so you know if you're making progress or even if you're regressing? You have to be able to measure it so that you know you're on the right path. Is it achievable? Can you do this thing you want to do? Many people get overwhelmed because they create a goal and it's so lofty they have no idea how to get there. And that's when it's time for you to break it down into smaller, achievable goals. You can get there, but you have to take it step by step. And each step is smaller than the entire distance. Relevant. Does it mean something to you? Is this goal something that when you achieve it, you will feel a sense of growth or a sense of achievement? And time. There needs to be a time frame on your goal. I love to work with my clients and ask them what they want their lives to look like in 10 years. And then I ask them what they want their lives to look like in 5 years. And then I ask them what they want their lives to look like in 2 years. That way you can start to break it down and have what I like to call mile markers so that you know you're on the right road towards your big lofty goal. So what's the goal that you have for yourself? Now that you've dreamt about it, now that you can see it and feel it, now that you have a purpose behind it, what does it look like so that we can measure it? So that we know those mile markers along the way and know we're on the right path. Know your goal and then start thinking about smaller steps to break it down. There's a process that I use so that you can take the big goal and break it down into smaller goals and then start working step by step and you see your progress. So own your goal. Identify it. If it has a number with it, give it a number. If it has a length, give it a length. Own what it is. Don't be afraid to own your goal. And then we'll move on to the next step.